Hunter is mediocre at 2 positions. Jeanty is great at 1. What? What does this take? What does that take? We all logically know that the trophy went to the wrong person. Dirty money won in the end. Dude, these conspiracy theories are going nuts. This is ridiculous because Jeanty had arguably the best season at his position ever, and the argument is do better, as if he isn't better at his position than Travis is at either of his position. Like I said, this easy paradox. Please like and subscribe if you're not already subscribed already. We're trying to get to 1,000 subscribers by the end of the year. Please enjoy the video. What is up, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. We're here to talk about the Heisman Trophy winners. And I just wanted, I know a lot of other YouTubers or even like content creators of any caliber already have been posting their videos talking about Travis Hunter and he's won and blah, 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 blah. Or why Ashton Jeanty was snubbed out of the thing. Hey. I'm not here to go into a full long essay talking about these hypothetical situations on where Ashton Jeanty essentially makes it to, essentially makes it up there. But I'm here to go over the funny comment section of Twitter and the posts of the Heisman. I have 2 posts up, and depending on time, I will look at the time after the second one, and we're going to go through. Depending on time, there will be maybe a third one. I'm not sure, though. I'm going over the 2 biggest posts on Twitter, or X, whatever you want to call it, and go for it. That kind of stuff. Yeah, so we're going to go over this. So this is the first one. This is actually the most interesting one of the 2 when it comes to, like, actual content. This shows you the breakdown of the point situation, and if we scroll down, it essentially wasn't even close. Like everyone else was saying, like I was saying, Ashton Jeanty and Travis Hunter were the only people really running for this. Everybody else was just kind of like fill-ins, I will say there was a lot more votes for Dillon Gabriel than there should have been. A lot of 24 first-place votes. I don't know who the heck is voting for Dillon Gabriel for 24 first-place votes. That could have been the difference between the total votes and Ashton Jeanty winning this. Well, then you can also argue that those votes could also go to Travis Hunter. So we don't really know. But the most interesting one is outside of the leader is the Cam Ward and Cam Scadaboo statistic, where Cam Ward only got 3 additional votes than Cam Scadaboo from ASU, which equated about 50 total votes. Cam Scadaboo was a top 5 finalist. That's insane. You don't talk about Cam all year, and he gets some first place votes. Congratulations. Put it up for him. And I know I'm wearing an ASU shirt, but I'm not going to sit here and try to be biased about it. But I do think I wanted Ashton Jeanty to win. But if Travis Hunter won, I definitely understand. He is a great player on both sides of the ball. He's a difference maker. I really wanted Ashton Jeanty to win. I was a running back in college. I was a running back in high school, and there's a little bias there. I do appreciate what the man was doing on the offensive side of the ball. But you can't deny Travis Hunter was a difference maker, impact player. Even when he wasn't in the play, he was in the play. That kind of vibe, especially on defense. But let's get right into these comments. Let's get right into these comment section here. Let's just slowly scroll down. Let's just slowly scroll down together, and we'll see what awaits. I've read a couple of them. I haven't gone too far down into the Twitter abyss, and if we get to something else that shouldn't be there, then we just cut it from the video. Just cut it from the video. And you're probably wondering, oh, look what's happening over here on the side. Oh yeah, Nintendo Rise. You probably don't even know what that is. So we're just gonna if you know, you know. So we're just gonna go down. Ooh. First one we see, controversial. Snaps are not a stat. It's like Jeanty was fighting a losing battle against Coach Prime in the media. Oh, we got ourselves a conspiracy theorist from Jonathan Chiang. He says that snaps isn't a stat, and I agree with him. Snaps is not a statistic. Snaps isn't. Just because you played a lot of plays doesn't make you a Heisman candidate. I will say that 100% that snaps is not a statistic. I know sometimes in basketball people will use like how many games you played, which is different than how many like offense. I guess like it's not really transferable because snaps isn't really a statistic. No one keeps track of snaps, and the only reason it was kept track is because it bolstered Travis Hunter's resume, and etc. But I will say it is pretty impressive. Second in total touchdowns for receiving. He was 6th in all-time rush and all-time yardage. And he had 4 interceptions. I don't know how old this one, but he had 4 interceptions as the time of this picture, which is around like 17. It's still pretty good, especially when you're running 2 sides of the ball, which is why the snaps does come in play as like just an awareness of how much he's actually playing, not necessarily a statistic. Let's just click on this and see what everyone else is in. Actually, it's like he didn't shut down opponents on defense while being a menace on offense. He wasn't good. He is good, but he wasn't the unicorn Hunter is. Okay. Good take, I guess. Snaps are stats. Everyone who is upset. Snaps are stats. Everyone who is not obese and had at least one sprint in his life knows this. No, Peter. It is not a stat. Snaps are not a stat. Most people play one side of the ball because why would you want your entire team playing both sides of the ball? This isn't high school. You want them to be at their peak performance all the time. Yes, that is why Travis Hunter got so much hype, was because he was playing both sides of the ball. But think about this hypothetical situation for me. If Travis Hunter played one side of the ball, I think he could have been the number 1 receiver in the league, like by stat wise. I know he won the award for best receiver, but by all numbers and metrics, he could have been the best receiver. I think on defense, if he only played defense, I think he could have been the number 1 cornerback on defense if he did play only defense. But he's playing both sides of the ball, so he's slightly less than number 1 stat-wise on all statistics, but he's still up in the top 5 on majority of them. So, yes, snaps are not stats. It's everything else you do. Travis Hunter could have went out there and played 1,300 snaps, but been a top 30 DB. He could have been a top 30 cornerback and a top 25 wide receiver. That does not make him good because he played 1,300 snaps. That's not a statistic. It's not a good statistic. It's an awful statistic. How about this take? How many Heisman voters placed bets months ago on Hunter when the odds were high? They kept pushing the narrative to make it less suspect. We all logically know that the trophy went to the wrong person. We all logically know that the trophy went to the wrong person. Dirty money won in the end. Dude, these conspiracy theories are going nuts. We clicked on the first comment and went down the rabbit hole. These people are insane. Will I say that there's not some influence, outside forces that could impact this event? No, I cannot 100% guarantee you that there is no outside forces. But to live your life in the life of conspiracy is no way to live to me, and for my own sanity. Think of it, if I lived like this, where I thought every single situation was dirty money, or there was some random narrative that could have happened, what did they gain? I guess like you can make more money when you're like, okay, Travis Hunter to the Heisman earlier this season, and you put some big money down, and then you influence voters. I'm not really sure the voting process on this, so I can't really talk too much on it. But that's a huge conspiracy, and there's no way to prove it. There's no way to know. So it is definitely an interesting take. I don't think Ashton Jeanty would have won the Heisman, and I do agree that there was I don't remember which post it was, but that it was an uphill battle the entire time. There was no chance that Ashton Jeanty would have won the Heisman unless he broke Barry Bonds' record, became the number 1 running back all time. But he didn't win it, and it's probably because he went to Boise State, didn't have that huge brand that was also falling behind him. I think he was just happy to be there in the second place. He was very humble. He's a very humble guy. He doesn't really show off too much. He loves his team. He stays with his team. He could have went anywhere after that season last year with Boise, but he decided to stay, and then he even had a better season moving forward. Let's keep moving on. The media hates Prime, so y'all got to stop with the narrative. Jeanty definitely deserved it too, but what Travis did was never been done and won't be done again. I'm pretty sure it was another player who played 2 ways and did really well. I don't remember which one it is. Let's see. Let's click on him and see what happened. Travis, genuine position. Don't take it the wrong way. Then there's like a crappy ad. Okay, I remember them mentioning that there was another player like tons of years ago that did play both ways that was pretty good at the game, but I don't remember, and don't quote me. I might put it on the screen, like on the screen if I do decide to go look for it. Thank you for showing a graphic on why Travis deserved the Heisman. Oh, it's funny. All right, let's go back. Let's go back here. Let's keep going down. Okay, whatever. All right, let's see. What more did he have to do? 226 yards, 1 touchdown. 173 yards, 1 touchdown, 1 reception. 164 yards, 3 touchdowns, 1 reception. Let's see. 164 yards, 3 touchdowns. 221 yards, 3 touchdowns. Why don't you just show the stat? Why don't you show the stat for Oregon? Jeanty did play only in the first half in a lot of games, but then again, these stats are very interesting because if Jeanty played more snaps, he would have more attempts and then essentially equate to more yards. But this is ridiculous because Jeanty had arguably the best season at his position ever, and the argument is do better, as if he isn't better at his position than Travis is at either of his positions. Like I said earlier, I think that my take on this situation is that Travis Hunter could have been the best at either position, but he chose to play both, which then made him slightly less viable in those positions, as in, like, he can't be the best as he can be if he's having to play all sorts of football. But that does not take away the fact that he was a top 5 in both those positions. Just my take, which means he was playing top 5 at both positions. I'm not going to argue about snap count because that's a dumb stat. I hate that stat. I think it's stupid. All right, let's see. He said the first guy played a whole extra game over. Okay. We're going to go on. We're going to keep moving on. Hold on. We're going to go back one more. All right, let's keep going. Hunter is mediocre at 2 positions. Jeanty is great at 1. What? What does this take? What does that take? What is this? What does this take? Travis had 92 catches, 14 touchdowns, 1,152 yards receiving. Yes, mediocre. I was like, preach? What do you mean preach? Preach? What? If you... Okay, whatever. Why do you have to downplay one player when both are great? Travis is one of one. We'll probably never see another player do what he did. He was an impact player on both sides of the ball and was a game changer. Understand the game. Mediocre and Travis don't go together. Okay, I wouldn't put a GOAT symbol there, but he was a great player. He did good work. He did a great job on both sides of the ball. Was impact on every play, even though he wasn't involved, like, in every play. Since when is best defensive player and best wide receiver in college football mediocre? That's what I'm saying. He won best defensive player and best wide receiver. Like, what are you talking about? Let's see what these comments say. He's not even the best wide receiver or DB. Stop smoking crack. Best wide receiver is actually insane. He statistically wasn't the best at either position, but won both awards because of popularity. Okay. Like I said earlier, I don't know the voting system, but it definitely is very interesting to see him win both when he wasn't the best at both. Like I was saying earlier, he wasn't the best at both. He could have been the best at both at one of each if he would have played 1 instead of 2. Very interesting take. Either way, it's obvious now that the majority of people value a great 2-position player more than the best at 1 position. Any great 2-position player in the future will be almost guaranteed the Heisman. That's not necessarily true either. I think this year was very different in the fact that it is okay. Controversial take from Easy Paradox here. The Heisman is a popularity contest. It is. It is literally a popularity contest, and there's a reason why most people who win the Heisman are quarterbacks, because it's a popularity contest. The most flashy people can get it. Most flashy people generally get the Heisman. There could be a great player running both positions of the ball, but if they're not flashy, they're not getting tons of likes, they're not getting tons of views, then they're not getting it. Coach Prime was put this young man, in the spotlight. Coach Prime already had the spotlight, and he added Travis Hunter to the spotlight by bringing his own position. Do you think Travis Hunter, under any other team, would have got the same publicity? I guess let's throw Travis Hunter on a different team. Let's throw him on like USC, or let's throw him on a Washington State or a Washington, and he's going crazy on both sides of the ball. He would not have the same popularity. That's just my take. It's my take. It's not to say that he was bad. It's just to say that the Heisman definitely feels like a popularity contest, and if you're not getting the same vibes by the public, then you're not getting it. So yes, he did win as a two-position player, but that's not to say that any 2 great position players will get in. That's just cope. Okay, whatever that is. But how was he the best wideout and best defensive player of the year? Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Just like stupid takes like that. So the most outstanding college football player, not most outstanding offensive player in college football. Travis Hunter is the most outstanding college football player. good take. I like that. Ashton Jeanty, future Cowboy. I hope not. I hope he doesn't go for the Cowboys. I hope he goes somewhere else. The real difference is that one had the support and backing of ESPN and sports media, while the other went about his business, hoping his play would elevate. Oh. All right. Let's see. We had to click on it because it was really long. The real difference is one had a support and backing of the ESPN and sports media, while the other went about his business, hoping his play would elevate the respect he deserves, but did not receive. One man single-handedly got his team to the playoffs, while the other is sitting on the side at home. Good thing he got all of those snaps on both sides of the ball to make it up for it. Oh my God, that is a take if I ever saw one. That is definitely a take, and that's probably what's. That is definitely a take. I was gonna save this to the end of the video. I know we didn't get to the other side. This is a pretty long video as is. I think we're at like 12 minutes-ish going through comments. And there's plenty of comments out here. I'm just glad that I was able to share it with you in this experience. But this is what I wanted to save to the end. I wanted to say that Ashton Jeanty didn't win the Heisman, but he's still playing college football. While Travis Hunter is a great player and everything, he did not single-handedly lead his team to victory. His team lost multiple chances against an unranked Kansas team to kick him out of the chance for the playoff. And that is on him and his team. Not him alone, him and his team and Coach Prime. So while they're sitting at home eating Doritos, watching the college football playoffs play out, Ashton Jeanty is going to be getting more stats, playing more games. And for all those people who say Ashton Jeanty can't compete at the highest level, have to have forgotten that he got tons of offers from high talented teams this last season, 7-figure offers, NIL money. Big money. He turned it down, went down to play instead Boise, put almost 200 yards rushing on the #1 team in the league, 3 touchdowns. And that's to say, that's one game, and we can go over many others. But I just want to use that one as the example because a lot of people are like, he don't play nobody. Who cares? Who cares if the other teams aren't as good as not every team is playing Alabama every weekend. Like, that's not happening. No team is playing Alabama every weekend. The SMC is a gauntlet. SMC is a joke. There's like 3-4 good teams, just like there's 3-4 good teams in the Big Ten, and the rest of it is trash. And that's coming from an Iowa fan. My team is garbage. Like, come on. Let's be real. ASU generally is trash. They had a good season. They had a good run this year. But Ashton Jeanty is going to be playing football in January, while Travis Hunter, maybe he's going to be playing a bowl game. Maybe he's done playing football until NFL draft time. But that's going to be it for this video. Please like and subscribe if you like this kind of content. I like doing this content. It's quite fun. I enjoy it. Peace.